say a couple of things. But the first person I want to ask to speak is actually somebody that talked to me about the importance of geography and about Mexican Americans naming their spaces and giving them their own names. And she's my first Chicana Studies professor. And Lupe, can you say a couple of words about
Gracias todos. It's really an honor for Lydia to invite me to say a few words. And she's asked me to say a few words about geography. There's one thing that I always begin with my students is when we come into this area, that we must always remember one thing, that we enter into a different time of culture and history, and that we begin with, from time immemorial, with our indigenous roots in this area, and then beyond that, all the different communities that have layered this area in a very profound way. And when I say this, I remind everybody, when we enter into this space, we're not in the United States history of coming from east to west. Where we are is in the north. Este es el norte. And so from that, we redirect our sense of space and our true rooted spaces. When Lydia began to come to visit with me, and we began to talk about La Calle, and we began to talk about the area where we all came from, those of us who are very native to this area. In my grandmother's house in La Calle Osborne today lives the 5th generation. My grandmother, who moved there from Meyer Street at the turn of the century to La Calle Osborne, and she lived there, and my mother, and now her granddaughter and great-granddaughter living in the same space. So what we have to remember is that our history is not over. It is very much with us. We live it every day. And it is a history that is profound, deeply rooted, and that is being very difficult right now because there are those who would take it away from us. That the people who are saying that the end of this history massacre are profoundly wrong. They are racist and they have to be called what they are. To say that we do not have that history and a right to that history and the right to have it spoken loudly in all of the schools, like all other histories. It is, as Rodolfo Acuña says, this is not just simply about a discipline. It is more than just simply a discipline. It is our right and it is our way of life. So I congratulate Lydia and I congratulate all of you who are here for making that statement by being here. We must have La Calle with us always. Thank you.